Hello YouTube, this is Javier and I'm going to be going over free code camp profile lookup. So I'm going to walk you through some code here. Now we're looking at a very difficult problem for a lot of people. It's definitely a complex problem on free code camp. So it's basically you're going to be going through an array, a complex array, and then you're going to be looking up in the profile so to find a specific, let's say, person and their let's say other, a property like their phone number or their like, adding to it, or just finding it. Nothing too complicated, just finding it. And they give you this spot here to write the code. Now what they want, we have an array of objects representing different people in our contacts list. A lookup profile function that takes first name and a property and then parentheses prop as arguments has been pre-written for you. The function should check if first name is an actual contact's first name and the given property prop is a property of that contact. If both are true, then return the value of that property. And if first name does not correspond to any contacts, then return no such contact. And then if prop does not correspond to any valid properties, then return no such property. Okay, so that's what they want from us here. And we got these 4 objects in this array, and the variable contacts. Okay, and then they left a function, lookup profile, first name, prop. Okay, so let's begin here. So what I'm going to start off here is with a for loop. So I'm going to do for, and then declare a variable I equals 0, and then put the semicolon to close it off. Then I less than contacts dot length, and then I plus plus to increment the I variable. Now, what is this for? You're probably thinking. Okay, well, let's break it down. So I'm declaring the I variable as like a kind of like a counter to, like, go through these objects one by one. And the reason why I'm declaring a 0 for this variable is because computer language, how it goes, it counts the 0 first, and then 1 here, and then 2, and then 3, but it's actually 4 objects in this array. It's just that's how computers interpret numbers. And then I'm having the I less than contacts dot length. So what that means is I can't be larger than what's here. That way you're not breaking the machine, you're not breaking the code. It's staying within this range of 1 to 3, or as we know it, 1 through 4. So it's staying within there. And then you have the I plus plus. So basically what it's doing is it's scanning 1, 2, 3, and then 4. So it's scanning through those one by one. That's what we're telling it to do here with that. Now, I want to show you what does it mean for the dot length. I mean, I'm gonna show you Google's answer to that. In case you want to take my word for it. Dot length is a one-off property of Java. It's used to find the size of a single dimensional array. Dot length, in parentheses, is a method. It's used to find the length of a string. It avoids duplicating the value. Now, I'm also going to go over here the I plus plus. It just means increment and decrement. So decrement would be the minus minus. They're not the same, but you can do vice versa both ways. And then these operators in Java programming let you easily add 1 to or subtract 1 from a variable. For example, using increment operators, you can add 1 to a variable named like this a++. An expression that uses an increment or decrement operator is a statement itself. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and to the next line of code here. So what do we want this to do? Simple. We want it to go through and search the array and find these objects, these people, these contacts. So let's go through the first name property, and then just make sure that the code recognizes it. So contacts I, so it's going through that array, and then dot first name. Oh, okay, here you go. First name equals. Oh, sorry about that. First name, and then open curly brace. Hold on. Make sure I got this right here. First name equals first name. That seems about right. And then if contacts I dot has own property return contacts I, and then prop, so checking the properties. Let's see, expected matching. Oh, so it's missing the oh no, it's in there. Okay, so it's gonna what it's gonna be searching for is the first name, making sure that the first name actually matches first name. This equals just means the absolute value, even if the computer might mistakenly think it's an integer or something like that, or a string. Doesn't really matter what it is. With the equals, it will take it for at face value what it is, and it's going to search for it no matter what. Now, what Google says about that operator, that function, it's a strict equality. It means values which we are comparing must have the same type. This means 2 will not be equal to 2, but 2 string, let's say is a string 2, it will return false. Type converting equality equal means automatically it will convert the variable to a variable irrespective of data type. Either it is a string or a number. Now, this is just taking it, let's see, will not be equal to, oh, so the string 2 now, so actually I was wrong here. The triple equals wouldn't take the 2 as a string variable. It wouldn't take it as a number, but the the double equals will actually convert it into a number, is what Google is saying. Now, I'm using this because it has to be, these variables here. Let's say Sherlock, Christian, Harry, and Akira. So I'm going to take it as is. Don't want to overcomplicate this video with that, but I think you guys got what I'm saying. So I'm going to move on to the next thing here, which is the return contacts I, and the, so basically it's going through the code here, and it's finding the, so it's going through the number of which row it is, and then it's also going through the properties of each one. And then also for the contacts I.hasOwnProperty, what that's doing, it's also making sure that it has the property that you just searched for. And then after it's done all that, it's gonna return, let's say if it doesn't find it, say it doesn't find that property. All right, first thing I'm having it do here, since it has own property, that's going first, so it's gonna be like, if it doesn't find that property, it's gonna go no such property here, and then semicolon. All right, and then outside of all the curly braces, that's gonna be looking for the contact. That's this, the if contact, actually no, oh yeah, okay, so if contact's first name. All right, so if the name doesn't match, it's gonna return no such contact. Okay. Oh, it looks like I typed something here in the bottom. Just gonna get rid of that. Alright. Make sure everything's right here. So I'm getting a little plus here. Expected to match from line 34. So it's all first name. Hold on, let me see if I can debug this here real quick. Should be right. Oh, you know what it is? It's a dot here that I'm missing. Alright. Dot first name. So you definitely want to use that dot notation. Don't forget that. It's very important to use that. I also want to show you what does it mean by the dot has owned property. So I looked on the for the developer Mozilla.org. They seem to have a object property that has owned property definition here. I didn't get to find one on Google itself for this. Basically, every object descended from object inherits the has owned property method. This method can be used to determine whether an object has the specific property as a direct property of that object. Unlike the in operator, this method does not check down the object's prototype chain. And then they have some examples here. And I can give you that link here also. So basically you just want to search on Google here, what does has owned property mean in Java, and that's the developer Mozilla.org for that. Now let's just go ahead and run the code, see what happens. Alright, so it looks like we got it. So let's see what it passed here. So it passed the Christian last name, and then it returns Vos. So that's this here. So that's what the code just did. And then Sherlock likes should return intriguing cases and violent. So Sherlock, you know, and then likes. Okay, so that's what it returned. It returned this value here, the intriguing cases and violin. And then if we were to search Harry and then likes, it would find Harry, and then go through likes, Hogwarts, Magic, Hagrid, and then Bob and number. So this is where it gets into like not finding it. So it'll be like, okay, first name, nope, first name, nope, first name, nope, first name, nope, and then it's at the end. Okay, when it gets to that point, it's like, okay, searching to the first name, none of the first names matched. So it's gonna go down to the first closing curly brace. Actually, it's going to go down here. So it's gonna go down from here to here. So it's gonna go straight past all these, and it's gonna return to no such contact. Now for the second one, for the last one here, Akira address should return no such property. So it's gonna find Akira. So it's like, okay, we found Akira, but the address is not here as a property. So automatically it's like, okay, I didn't find that, but I found the first name, but I didn't find the second thing. So it's going, okay, first name checked off. So this for the contact, it's kind of like going backwards. It's like going from here and then going up to here. So it's saying no such property. So that's for like the second catch. So that's when we get the no such property message. Now I hope you guys liked the video. Let me know in the comments what you think, or anything I can improve upon. I hope this helped you guys, and have a great day. God bless.